Hey cuties, what's up? We are back with some more reactions after dark, and of course we're going to be watching Should I Leave My Broke Boyfriend for a Mature Sugar Daddy Who Wants Me to Be a Trophy Wife, obviously by Stephanie Sue. Now we're finishing off like the playlist for your juiciest confessions, though of course there are other things in the I guess juiciest confessions list. She just never put them in her playlist, and I think she just gave up on doing playlists, like organizing that stuff a long time ago, I would have to assume, because when in this video, this is still like 3 years ago, so I think she just decided she's not going to bother with playlists after a certain point, which is always a shame because it makes it harder for people to find what they're looking for if it's not organized for some people. But oh well. We can find the other ones somewhere. Of course, no hater segment today. Didn't get any hater comments as the last time we did a rad video. No radical break as well today either. Though I feel like I am gonna like analyze this, like psychoanalyze this sentence for the title of this video before we even get into the video. I feel like Stephanie's going to say yes, question mark. Even if she's just joking, she's going to say yes. But I think if we take this seriously, and the quote-unquote broke boyfriend is actually just a normal guy, like there's nothing wrong with him, and then she goes ahead and does this, you're kind of potentially creating a monster, right? Because you're hurting someone, question mark, that in a way that might cause them to become like a bad person. Like this might become a bad person who then goes around hurting other people. As in, like, all of a sudden he becomes like a woman hater who is just like, all women care about is money, question mark. No, she might very well turn this man into one of those, which obviously we don't need. A bunch of them, right? So I feel like this could end up poorly in the fact that she creates a monster from dumping him just to be with the sugar daddy, question mark. Yeah, well, who knows? I mean, at least like don't cheat on him unless she's already done that. Well then there's not much you can do, right? I mean, she's already done something really bad and possibly created a monster out of that situation, but I don't know. For a mature sugar daddy. So does that sentence imply that he already is her sugar daddy, or just that she knows that he is a sugar daddy and she wants the money and wants to become a trophy wife for him? But isn't that just kind of just admitting that all she cares about is the money, question mark? I don't know. She's asking if she should, so maybe she is weary. Maybe she does like her boyfriend. But if he's a bad guy, well then, I mean, obviously just break up with him and get with the guy. The envious trophy wife, whatever. But I don't know. Like, we're already, like, again, psychoanalyzing this sentence of, like, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 words. I might have miscounted, but, like, this sentence of 19 words and, like, overanalyzing it. Yeah, we'll see where this ends up going. Also, just I already said like thumbs up the other day, but to Koei, yeah, it was good. The ramen, it was pretty good. I feel like I need to make more of it to really know. Of course, I only was able to get the one because, first of all, the expensive as all heck, and two, they didn't have any. Like, they were all sold out of everything, it seemed. So I'd have to get more and like try more and see how like another opinion was. But yeah, it's probably pretty good. Maybe it's been like the best instant ramen I've ever had. I don't know. Again, I need more of them to consolidate my opinion, I would say, or whatnot. Anyways, though, we can go ahead and get into it now. Though, of course, today is the 10th. Remember, in 2 days, I am going to try to react to the Karen Reed interview case. I'm assuming that's going to be the Rotten Mango channel. I'm gonna try to do that live, question mark. Depending on how long the video is, I might even do it earlier than usual. Assuming it's like 2, 3, 20 hours or something, then I might have to do that even earlier, just to not like be up all night. I mean, I want to be up all night anyways, but not to be like up too late just streaming like that. I want to do other things, question mark. But yeah, we can get into it now. We've rambled long enough. It's been like 6 minutes.
Welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie, and today we are back with another mukbang.
Yeah, also we're still just doing the juiciest stuff just because we're going to do like some heavy, what I assume heavy stuff in 2 days, you know, with the Karen Reed case. So, or a follow-up to the Karen Reed case. And as usual, we're going to skip past them eating and just get straight to the stories. Alright, so I think this is where it's going to start. It's almost 7 minutes into the video. She had an ad for Casetify. Obviously, same thing as usual. I'm assuming casetify.com/bish for that.
I'm sorry, let's get into the confessions. Okay, confession number 1. The time my drunk ass took a piss on my son's face.
I like the start.
What? What do you mean? I think he was saying that before he knew where it was going to go, because I was like, okay, some sort of like weird extracurricular stuff, but then like the word son came out of nowhere, and I was like, oh wait a minute. Uh-oh.
What would you do if your mom pissed on your face?
I'm out. I'll never see her again.
Yeah, I don't think I could ever live with seeing my parents again. I don't know. I'm just gonna start there. This is very questionable. So I'm a father of 3. Oh no, I feel a sneeze.
Oh, it's a dad doing it to his son. I thought it was like a mom.
Eat something. Calm it down. Eat away the sneeze.
Yes.
Hey, they're eating Arby's.
2 daughters and 1 teenage son. At the time, my wife and I had just moved into a new house. We made the move because one of my young daughters was diagnosed with cancer. Our previous home was located in somewhat of a remote place, so we were forced out into the city where we had more access to hospitals. The move was difficult and had taken a toll on everyone, especially me. The bills were piling on, but I had to keep a straight face, especially for the sake of my wife and daughter who had already suffered enough. Because we were in such a rush to move into the city, my wife was the only one who viewed and selected the house. When we moved, I barely got to know the layout of the house. My day solely consisted of work, doctor-related appointments, and meetings, so even after weeks of living in the house, I barely knew the layout. After a long day at work, feeling depressed and hopeless, one of my friends invited me to go out to a bar. At first I hesitated, but then I said, you know what, f it.
I feel like I already know where this is going. He doesn't know where the layout, he's already said he doesn't know the layout of the house. He's gonna be drunk. So he's just going to wander into a random room, assuming it's a bathroom in his house, because he's so drunk and he doesn't know where anything is. He's gonna go into his son's room and just start peeing everywhere, thinking it's a bathroom. I'm assuming that's where this is going.
Deserve a bit of a break. Before going out, I consulted with my wife and told her I'd be going out with some friends and to not wait up for me. Well, long story short, that night, I got super drunk. I guess my depression and feelings of hopelessness for my daughter got to me. I arrived home sometime after midnight, scared to wake up my wife and children, and I kept all the lights off. Biggest mistake of my life. I know where this is going. I snuck in through the back door, turned on my iPhone flash, and started to head up the stairs. Halfway up the stairs, my freaking phone died. But I didn't give it much thought since I was basically already upstairs. Now, this is where the confusion kicks in. Not sure where to go, I walk straight down the hallway and open the first door to the left. At that point, I walk in, close the door, and start feeling around, not wanting to wake anyone up by turning on the lights. I start making my way towards the direction that I think the bathroom in our master bedroom is. All of a sudden, I bump into something. And I'm thinking, well, obviously that's the toilet, right? And so I whip it out. And I start taking a good old piss.
Oh.
At this point, I turn around, I start making my way back to where I think the bed is located. I didn't see you mention you washing your hands. Tiffany and I were talking about this, and it was my sister and I were talking about this. Why do guys do this? Okay, sometimes we listen.
Okay.
When he goes to the bathroom at night, I listen to see how long the water's been turned on.
Okay.
Yeah, and one time, he peed, and I was talking to him in the bathroom. So he pees, he comes out, and he's at the sink, and we're just having a conversation, and I'm deep in the conversation, and he's deep in the conversation. He turns on the sink, he goes like this. And then turns it off. No soap, not even his whole hand. Maybe these 3 fingers up until not even the knuckle, just right there. And then he turns it off, splash, splash, done.
Splash,
and
splash.
he keeps talking to me as if that's completely normal. And I had a moment of like, oh my God, who am I letting touch me? Who am I letting make out with me? This is a disgusting caveman. At this point, I turn around.
I don't know how hyperbolic she's being, but I assume like everyone just washes their hands, question mark. I don't know what necessarily looks like soap every single time, question mark. That I don't know if that's what people are always doing. Like every time you go, like full soap. I mean, obviously if you are going, you know, fully to the restroom, then yes, that is a must. But I don't know how many people actually, soap just from, doing a number one question mark. Or at least guys, I don't know. Though I'm probably like one of the weird ones. I wash my hands like a lot throughout the day. Not necessarily like with soap, but like just running them underwater for like an extended period of time. Like for like a minute, or not even like a minute, for like half a minute to a minute. I'm just washing them constantly. And then obviously soaping as well sometimes. So I feel like I'm like the odd man out with how much I wash, but I don't know. What is like the average person's amount of time that they wash their hands, specifically with soap per day? I wouldn't even know. I assume it's not actually that high.
Around, and I start making my way back to where I think my bed is located. Once there, I lay down with whom at the time I presumed was my wife.
He's at the wrong house.
Turned out.
But how do you... Hold on.
I was confused. I confused my right from my left, and I ended up in my son's room where I proceeded to piss all over him and slept with the dog whom I'd mistaken for my wife.
I was like, what do you... I thought he was going to see he got, like, slept with his son after, doing that to him. But no, he did that, then walked over to the dog. Like, this story is crazy. How did the son not wake up and, like, say something, though? Like, there's no way you just have that happen to you and not wake up.
Anyways, I was encouraged by my daughter to write this confession. She's a huge fan, and throughout her cancer journey, you and your family have served as her inspiration and hope to keep fighting this debilitating and devouring disease. She's doing so much better and was just recently declared cancer-free as of this past July. She still very much enjoys your content, and thanks to her, now we all do. You and your husband have brought our family closer together. Thank you.
Let's go.
Wow.
You're a hero.
No, I'm not. That son is a hero. Okay, that daughter's a
Oh
hero.
my god, how did he actually do that though?
Wow.
How did he not know though?
How does the son not wake up?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking, like, what? I mean, is this just, didn't happen? I don't have freaking, the, didn't happen open up. I'm going to open up after this. But yeah, is it just that, or, like, or what? Because I don't know. Because I don't think it's this.
No way. Not this time. We created it.
Like, I don't think it's that. But, again, like, how do you not wake up after getting blasted in the face like that?
Maybe he was that tired, like super tired.
Maybe he's wrong too.
No, but sometimes some people around us do be sleeping.
Yes.
And they really do be knocking out.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay, that at least, I think it's better that he didn't wake up.
But he eventually did, right?
Yeah, but I think if I wake up... Wait, this is a really weird debate to have, but I think if
It's been a while since we've seen this.
I wake up covered in pee and I find out that it's my dad's pee, I will be less traumatized than waking up to my dad peeing on me.
Well, yeah.
Because that's midstream. Like, midstream is like, do I scream? But then it goes in my mouth, and then it's like this whole thing.
No.
I'm sorry for the visuals, but I'm telling you logistically, you know what I mean?
I'll get trauma.
Okay, so this next one is, I almost became a school Hi, Stephanie.
What? That was like freaking pause. Like, if I was like getting more expressive, you would have gotten like a plankton what out of me. I might even just like pull that up, because like that is legitimately my reaction of like plankton just screaming what, like eyes freaking bulging out, like what did I just hear? I just spent like a few minutes trying to figure out what I was talking about with like the what's a sound effect from SpongeBob. There is one from Plankton, but it's actually from like one of the fish from like the April Fool's episode, saying like you what. I actually prefer that, but that's basically how it was feeling. I was like, literally, this is me.
You what? You what?
Like that was how it felt. Like literally, you what? Just more emphasis.
To let you know that I love your videos and that your storytelling skills have helped me become a better communicator like you. And with that, I hope to do this story well. If there's anything that stuck with me, it's that one of my closest friends jokingly told me that I was the school type of kid. I knew it was lighthearted.
Again, I've said this before many a time already, but I got the same treatment. I wouldn't say treatment, but the same, we'll just use that word, the same treatment in high school as well. Where, again, when I would pass by this group of girls, 3 of them, I don't remember who the third one is, or if maybe there's 4, So I knew one of them. She's kind of just like a mean girl. The other one I actually liked. Like I actually had a crush on her, and I even like talked to her after graduating. Nothing came out of that though. But then the other one, I guess she just wasn't important enough to like stick in my memory. She was just one of the main girls. I don't know, just friends or whatever. Yeah, but like I would pass by and they would like scoff like Columbine as I would walk by, you know, like trying to whisper it or like scoff it or whatever. I don't know if they are all doing it or if it was just like, you know, the mean girl. Whatever. And it's something I never understood even in the moment, because it's like, how do I even come off like that? Since I had friends at school. Like I was literally walking to like where my friends hang out. We even had like special places to hang out. Like I was such a, I guess, good student, good person, I guess, in a school full of like delinquents and gangsters. Because again, I mentioned before, the school I went to was just a bunch of bad kids, like where bad kids go when they got nowhere else to go. And I only went there because I was late to get enrolled into a school, so we were just trying to find anything and didn't really know that this was like a bad kid school. Yeah, like literally like one of the only good kids at the school, full of, you know, literal thugs and hoodlums. Like not jokingly, like just actually like gangsters and whatnot. And I was walking by like to my friends in the spot that is like reserved for us. Like I've had like several spots that were just like for me. Like it was weird though, since like we even had like a bench out in the kind of like fields at one point, like under this tree that we would go and eat at, and it was just like for me and my friends. But like someone who wasn't in my friend group went over to like to talk to me or talk to us, and like the police officer who is on campus, because I already told you what kind of school this is. The police officer walked over there and it's like, hey, you gotta go. Like this is only for them. You can't be here. And I guess somewhere there must be a list saying, hey, this person, I guess like, no, me and my immediate friend group is allowed in these locations and nobody else. Because like the cop literally came over there, grabbed her and told her she had to leave, which was weird. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Yeah, like literally walking to this little corner, not the same corner that I just talked about, but just like a corner that typically only we were hanging out in, like to my friends and girlfriend at the time. Like I had a girlfriend at school, so it's like there was no reason for anyone to assume that I was just like so miserable or like so weird or crazy that I would want to do something like that. It's like I literally have friends and a girlfriend and have good grades and literally have areas reserved for me because I'm such a, I don't know, good student, whatever you want to call it. And just be passing by being called Columbine this and Columbine that. And I mentioned before that I literally one day just snapped and I was like, I don't remember what I said. I probably like cussed them out. I was probably like, my voice was probably raised just to be like, hey, can y'all stop? Leave me alone. Like enough for like the cafeteria. People in the cafeteria like hear and be like looking, trying to figure out what's going on. Because I'm like walking out of the cafeteria outside. Because usually people are like eating outside, but there's a cafeteria to eat in, but it's like pretty small. And then I went back to mind my business. I don't remember what my girlfriend did because I walked over to her. She might have gone over there, but there was no reason for her to at the time. But again, they stopped doing it after that. After I cussed them out, like maybe they thought, oh my god, he actually is gonna, you know, do something bad to the school. We need to like leave him alone. So maybe that just fueled turned the joke into not a joke, even though that's not me. I'm not that guy. Question mark. So anyways, I was in the same situation where people were saying, yeah, you're Columbine. Like that was like nickname for these like gaggle of girls for me for some reason. I don't know. I know I'm going on a long tangent. And again, this is something I've talked about before, not in this length and detail, since, you know, I added the like reserved locations and like good students part of the story, and like again, they're being a literal police officer at school, usually at all times, question mark, just make sure nothing gets out of hands, and all that stuff. And the, you know, had to escort her away from my zone story. But yeah, so I get this, but they said he almost became one, which is like, okay, I don't know how you're gonna let them bully you into becoming one, because it seems like he didn't really. I mean, the story just started. It didn't really seem like he or she was that kind of person, but they literally get bullied by being called one to the point of wanting to become one? Question mark. Which again, I reiterate.
What? You what?
And it probably didn't mean anything to him afterwards, but here I am still thinking about that very moment. I have always been the quiet kind of kid growing up. I got bullied, and add to that, I didn't really have a lot of friends.
I mean, the quiet part's the only thing that you could take from me back then, but bullying, not really? Question mark. Even in a high school full of thugs? Because maybe it's just like, okay, you assume everyone there has a reason to be there, and thus maybe you don't want to get shot up or something by messing around with someone who you think can be messed around with, but it turns out like you can't, so I don't know.
Maybe the reason why I still keep thinking about it is probably because I probably would have turned out the same if I didn't end up having thoughts about suicide. Middle school can be one of the cruelest situations as a child, and I was not exempt. I got bullied for being gay. I still remember someone purposely making me trip onto the floor. Things were thrown at me. It eventually got so bad to the point that I had a giant bruise on my thighs, making them turn blue for a week. Some people always kept stealing my things. I was not able to tell my parents I actually felt inside because they were emotionally distant. They also forgot my birthday twice in a row. I did have—
Oof. So they're just getting giga bullied at school. And then the parents, like, really? Parents forgot their birthday twice? Like, yeah, they're having a rough one.
some decent friends along the way, but most of my friend groups just kept falling apart, and they would always make their own groups without me. I would just sit alone most of the time. The tables at the cafeteria were long, and the area was always packed during lunchtime, so my table would probably be the only one that is not completely occupied. I took my frustrations out on video games, but I hate to admit it that I took it out on people. I treated a lot of them like shit, turning into the same people that bullied me, but I made myself stop. As I—
What, in video games? I mean, that's just, depending on when the story was, that's just standard 2000s video gaming. Everyone was swearing and cussing and every slur and word under the rainbow. Can I even talk about this? 'Cause I remember playing Halo 3 online back in the day around these times, and I distinctly remember a girl on there, and she was getting on and saying, I probably can't see this stuff, so she was like calling people, you know, just how do you say it? Hold on. Anti-Semitic? Is that how you say that? Like stuff like that, slurs. I mean, she, not like slurs are just saying like, you know, what they're called, but using it in a derogatory way. And then of course probably threw around some N-words and whatnot as well. But it's just like, whoa, my God. It's the only reason I can distinctly remember it from just like the average guy saying, because I don't really remember any guys doing this kind of stuff, except for like this one time way after being out of high school. Well, not necessarily way after, maybe a few years out of high school on PC, playing one of my favorite games back then, probably favorite games of all time, Killing Floor. But because, you know, it's just a girl back then when it wasn't that prevalent to have girls around in gaming, coming on and just slaying slurs like it's no big deal, which again, that was just how people behaved back then. So I wonder what she's doing now after being, you know, trying to be like one of the guys, I guess, with all like the swearing and whatnot, and again the slurs that were being used. Like, where is she now? Question mark.
I knew that I was adding more fire to the flame, and it doesn't make the wildfires go away. It just got so bad to the point that I lost trust in the power of words, as everything everyone ever said to me would always end up false or not happening. And the only emotions that I knew how to express effectively are sadness and anger. I knew that I couldn't keep living like that. There had to be something else that shows me how good the world can be. The only thing that kept me going was my dog. He was always there for me, and he would always wait outside my door to let him in. He was probably my only true friend, but he passed away when I needed him the most. He got caught up with a dog that unprecedentedly turned violent. I rushed him to the vet to try and save him, but it was too late. We don't have a lot of pictures together, but I'll always remember how he felt in my arms. So at that point, I had nothing. I hated my own school. Everything felt like, and I simply just lacked the motivation to live. I hated everyone. I hated everything. To cut it short, I left. I studied hard to make sure that I could get past any school entrance exam. Revising for them was the only thing that was giving me hope, and I am glad that it all turned out for the best. I moved away to a new school, and it was from there that I met better people, who I still treasure today. They taught me what it's like to feel loved and to love, and they showed me how to be a better person. I cut off all my old friends, and I never really saw them again. Instead of hate, I chose love. I still have a lot of things to do before I can fully recover from what I've been through, but I can proudly say that I'm a different person from who I was several years ago. To those struggling with the same, while I know that this may not be easier said than done, always choose love.
Okay, I think they didn't have to start with, like, no, they almost became one, because I feel like that story, they didn't actually really become one. They just were being called that by somebody. Because it didn't seem like they even contemplated doing that. They were just like, okay, I just need to get out of here. I'm going to do it by studying really well and just leaving, question mark. Because it didn't seem like they even thought about doing that. So I don't think they should even call themselves a potential one. I'm saying that, like, in a good way. Like, don't even, like, bring yourself down to that level, because it doesn't seem like you even were going to become that, or even, like, had a path to that to begin with. Like, you were never going to go there, so don't even, like, degrade yourself in that way.
Life is not about what happens to us, it's about how we deal with it. Life always goes on no matter what, and love is what makes the ride less bumpy. This is not the end of my story, but this is where I have yet to write the story moving forward. If you ever read this, Stephanie, just know that you're one of my biggest inspirations. You're a great storyteller, and you're a great person. You help me become more and more better with every mukbang that you post. I guess there's always something to take away in stories that we can use to help live our lives better, and I'm glad that there's no one other than you who takes stride in making sure that people do. Love you. Why do I feel like we're the same people?
Though, of course, like, for me, the Columbine stuff was, like, very short-lived. Like, it didn't last that long, as far as I remember. So, it's not really anything to deal with. Like, I don't even consider it bullying, even though I got mad at them at one point. I didn't consider it bullying, and I still don't consider it to be being bullied, question mark. Again, especially since, look, I shut that down, like, real quick, right? Because, I don't think it lasted that long until, like, I got mad at them, question mark.
That's so crazy. I know exactly what you mean, because I do the same thing, and I wonder if you have that feeling when people bring up your past. Do you, like, kind of vehemently hate it? You're like, no, that's not who I was. It's almost like you want to, like, completely cut yourself off from that because you feel like a different person. Everything is so... And then I remember, like, I had the same situation, obviously not as bad because Coco lived a very long life, but Coco, I used to want to take Coco to school because I'm like, this dog is the only thing that saves me from bullying. She wasn't even...
Yeah, you seen one of those backpacks, right, with the bubble in the back?
She was kind of feisty. She was kind of feisty, I'm gonna be honest with you. She probably would have bit someone's face off. She was a chihuahua.
Chihuahua.
Chihuahuas. Wow. Okay, that was not the turn that it took. What the
I
heck?
did not expect that.
That was... Why are you my inspiration? You said I'm supposed to be your inspiration. You're my inspiration. Okay, this next one took a turn. You guys have to stop sending me on these roller coasters. I did it with my therapist. What?
Okay, well, then that's your therapist anymore, right? Because, like, once you cross that line, you can't have them as a therapist anymore, right?
Listen, I don't know. I was gonna say you're gonna need therapy, but you might just fuck them too, girl. Okay, or dude, like, what's going on here? Buckle up, bits. It's a long one. So back when I was 21, I just graduated, and I moved into a new home in this expensive-ass neighborhood, and in that neighborhood, I met Theo James. No, I'm kidding. I met the hunk of a man and fell in love. Like, seriously, I fell in love, and we're gonna call him Theo James, okay? So we're gonna call him Theo. And immediately, I knew this was my soulmate. Soulmate. He also had a golden
You sure about that?
retriever, so that made him a million times hotter. So when I walked past and I tripped on him, which made him fall over, I quickly apologized and I started initiating conversation with him. He had these, like, brown puppy dog eyes, and whenever
Was it like a tactical trip? Like, did you do that on purpose? Was that, like, you flirting or what?
I talked with him, he would stare intensely into my eyes, which was so hot. He had this amazing humor, he was so charming. And, you know, one thing led to another, and he invited me for tea in his home. And I know this doesn't follow the title, but don't worry, it's coming. We talked and we talked and we talked and we exchanged numbers. I went home, and the next day I got a text from him. And he's like, hey, I was wondering if you'd like to have dinner with me tomorrow. To tell you I screamed is a f***ing understatement. He had it all, the charm, the humor, the cheerful smile, and most importantly, he had the money. Ooh. So of course, I accepted that invitation. To sum it up, the date was amazing. We talked about our interests like chess. Guys, I don't know. If that were me, if I were a third wheel on this date, I'd be like, wow, what's going on? So of course, I accepted his invitation and went. To sum it up, oh yeah. And he was just so intelligent. He was bold and funny and so adorable.
She's in love already.
Yeah. Now let's skip the boring parts and get to the juicy parts. So fast forward, we soon get married after 7 years of dating. Whoa.
What? How do you... Oh. The sudden realization of this person most likely cheated on this quote unquote soulmate? Question mark. Because like, if this person's not a therapist and you were dating for 7 years and you're married now, where does the therapist come into play? They must be someone they just slept with, so they cheated on this guy who, again, allegedly is their soulmate. So, nope, you're a bad person. You're bad. Though, to liven the mood for a second, what is going on with that thing on the right there? This? Because it feels like it's hanging off the table, like it's holding on by like a pixel. How is this not falling off of the table right now? Like, what is going on? It's like magically duct taped to the table. Like, what is happening here?
Whoa.
I quit my
7
job.
years?
Yeah, I quit my job to become a stay-at-home wife because, you know, why work when your hubby is loaded? But soon after that, I kind of got depressed. Theo James is just now so
Okay, thank you for moving that off the edge of the table. Thank you.
to become a stay-at-home wife because, you know, why work when your hubby is loaded? But soon after that, I kind of got depressed. Theo James is just now so cold to me, and we would often fight, and by often, I mean every day. He became so abusive, like both emotionally and physically. He just wasn't the man that I met 7 years ago, you know, who had that cute golden retriever named Benny. Then I started to miss my job, and I even considered divorce.
Basically, the dog is gone too. So he became a bad guy, but like, why? What
I
happened?
worked as a third grade teacher, and I always miss seeing those kids and their smiles, and that made my day. And soon after, I came across your channel. I really don't think that I would have healed without your amazing bams and vlogs, which brighten up my days. Okay, now to the hot therapist part. I soon start therapy, and I meet this Giga Chad. Like, this man was buff and hot. So the first session, what kind of session? So the first session went well, and I went home with tears. Second session, I opened up about my marriage difficulties with Theo James, and so on and so forth. But when I tell you, he came in a suit on the third session, I was blown away. Like, this guy was not hot, he was burning. I could see his muscles through his suit, and I was down bad.
I already have to assume. I'm not going to say this is, you know, never happened, but I'd be suspicious of this guy because this guy might just be a person who just does this, right? Like, why are you so jacked and openly showing how jacked you are during therapy? Like, it kind of seems like he's just wearing like skin tight clothes by how she's describing him when you're supposed to be, I don't know. I'm just saying, I'm suspicious. I think he's doing this to try to lure in women to have relations with. And she's getting played. But maybe she wants to, I don't know. But then if she like sleeps with him, breaks up with her husband to be with this guy, and it's like, sorry, I'm only here for the game. I'm not here to get married or be in a relationship. I'm just here to chase or have women chase me, whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I just think it's suspicious. I think he is a player. And she's getting played.
The way he talks.
That isn't to say that her husband isn't a bad guy now. Like, just that both of these guys are possibly bad. Well, the husband became bad, and this guy is just a guy who is just snatching up women under the guise of therapy.
So seductive.
Go back.
His suit, and I was down bad. The way he talks was so seductive. He had beautiful lips, and he talked with so much confidence. And soon the room went silent, and I contemplated if I should go for it. But you know what? Fuck it, okay, I guess. I built up the courage, and I go in for a kiss.
Okay.
Wow, he did not hold back. I pulled his tie, dragged him closer to me. He picked me up and set me down on the desk and starts kissing me more aggressively. Pens and notebooks are flying, and one thing led to another, and clothes are coming off. The session was supposed to last an hour, but that led to 2, and then 3. 3 hours. And soon we finished at 3:30. I wondered why no one came bursting out of the door, but I guess therapy should have no limit, right? Because the receptionist said it happened before, so I was like, what do you mean it happened before? What do
Duh. What do you mean it happened before? You know exactly. I already figured this guy out like 10 hours ago. He's doing this on purpose. Like, this is just a place that facilitates him to just have relations with attractive women, or just women in general. Women who are struggling possibly with marital issues, relationship issues, and he could take advantage of that and screw him. Case closed. Like, I reading this man like a book. I'm telling you, like, this whole therapist ring here is just so that he can take advantage of down and out women who are struggling with relationships, screw them, and then kick them to the curb. Unless she's going to magically say that he wants to spend the rest of his life with her, then okay, whatever. Then you're going to maybe pull up Jonathan Frakes telling you that it was all made up. Don't make me bring out we made it up. False. It never happens. Like, don't tell me he is going to say he wants to spend the rest of his life with you, because I'm sorry, it didn't happen. But if he throws you to the curb, completely real. And again, I read this man like a book.
What do you mean? But soon I felt like he was kind of a dick, and he had done this so many times. But whatever, good dick is good, right? Also, did
Okay, whatever. She doesn't care apparently. But again, yeah, I mean, I literally said this like an hour ago. Like, he's just doing this to take advantage.
I mention that he was married?
What a mess.
He was married.
Wait, what? He's married too? So he's just cheating too? Does his wife know? I wouldn't be surprised if his wife just knows that he does this. If he's just bold about it.
With 2 kids.
Oh my god.
I think both of you guys need a new therapist. You know what I mean? Maybe you guys should go together. But then what if it's an orgy? Calm down.
Oh no.
I feel guilty. I soon told Theo James what happened because I might not be loyal, but I'm honest. He was not pleased. He got a divorce with me, and we haven't met years until now. Now we're in present time. I'm officially 29 and just went to someone's wedding. Yes, his wedding. Theo James's wedding. Her ex-husband's wedding, because he married my older sister.
Are we getting to like a it never happens or what? I don't know. Maybe it's fine.
He's probably like, that's weird,
It's like,
right?
oh, this one didn't work out.
Yeah, that's weird.
He's probably already talking or
To the sister.
Yeah.
While they were dating.
Yeah, they were already messing around behind the other sister's back. That's so many layers of oof here, right? Because perfect husband then out of nowhere becomes evil for no reason. Wife sleeps with guy who clearly is doing this to everybody's wife. He's just screwing everybody's wife at therapy. Like, he's not here for therapy. He's here to screw wives. But he already has a wife himself with kids. But does that wife already know that he's putting her in the chair, or no? Cause I wouldn't be surprised if she already knows that she's in the chair, but maybe he just makes a lot of money and she doesn't care. Maybe she likes that she gets put in the chair. Who knows? But then wife comes back, tells husband divorces because it gives him a reason to divorce, and now he can go be with her sister, who he potentially was with behind her back. But then, like, that also goes to the sister. Like, okay, the sister's been screwing her sister's husband behind her sister's back. Like, how messed up is a sister? Like, you really doing that to your sister? Like, what the heck? Because it's already pretty messed up to marry your sister's ex-husband, potentially even really quickly after they divorced. So you can only assume that this was something that was happening before the divorce.
Yes,
I mean,
because
yeah, they're together for 7 years. And if you're into a girl for 7, I don't know, then they got married after, they must have something going on. I don't
How
know.
do you date someone? Okay, please don't be offended if this is you, but how do you date someone that your sibling has dated for a really long time?
Does that also maybe has to do with how close you are with your sibling though?
I guess I'm too close to my sister. It would just feel so gross, right? It's like, ew, 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 ew.
But I feel like that happens more than you think though.
Yeah.
I bet.
Because it's like you hang out with her and then there are siblings there, it's like,
But what if there's like a family reunion?
yeah, exactly,
So
it's awkward.
But I can see if you're not close, maybe, and you don't see them a lot.
Is that it?
It'd be weird if, like, you both had children with the same person. Like, in this situation, like, the wife had a kid with this guy, divorced, and the sister had a kid, so then I forget if that's, like, weird or not. Like, both sisters had a kid from the same guy, so they are both brother and sister, or not brother and sister, both siblings, but also is it cousins? I don't even know, because like your sisters, yeah, because I don't know how cousins and all that stuff works, because your sister or your parents' sibling is your uncle or aunt, but what is your uncle and aunt's children? Yeah, I'm just confused on that. Let's just use some sort of cousin. So yeah, your siblings and cousins at the same time. Let's just go with that. Which is weird.
No.
Oh, there's more.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
There's more tea.
I received an invitation. At first, I didn't want to go, but my older sister, who I love and cherish, is getting married, so I had to be there for her. She
Okay, so the story's still not over. She's just going to go. So how... Let me guess, you're going to screw him on the wedding day.
was there for me at my lowest, and when I had my conflicts with Theo James. But now, it was time for me to be there for her. Because being with Theo James is a lot. P.S. I still go to those therapy sessions, too. Smirk face.
Bro.
Disappointed.
Also, Biz, thank you for being with me at my lowest, and your BAMs and your beaming smile is what gets me through my toughest times. Beat, your sex life is insane. I just want to say that.
So every session, she gets it down?
I mean, honestly, that could be really good therapy, though. The fact that he's married is not okay, but it could be a good therapy. Just get it out of your system, right? It's like a good refresh session. I mean, there's so many ethical boundaries being crossed here. If we're
Yeah, because again, if she doesn't know, that means you're home wrecking over and over and over without remorse? Question mark.
Just talking, Stephanie, who has no real life idea of consequences right now in this fantasy world. It's a good therapy session, you know what I mean?
There's this thing called physical therapy.
I like it, I like it.
What?
This one is a one-sentence confession, and it's really a confession. This is not a story, it's a confession.
Confession? Okay, what could it be? They kill somebody? Question mark? If it's a one sentence, they killed someone, or what? I'm going with they killed somebody.
Me and my boyfriend watch your podcast and to it, that's all, LOL.
Oh, okay, whatever, who cares?
What?
What? You better be talking about Bacon a Mystery. You better be talking about Bacon a Mystery right now.
Wait, they're doing it while watching?
Yeah.
Not listening?
Watching.
Oh.
Speaking of baking a mystery, that's on the Miss Mango channel, right? If this person's watching this, I have not forgotten about the, what was it called? Marry My Husband? Is that what it's called? I think it's from her channel. And maybe it's part of the baking stuff, but she doesn't actually bake anything during that series, I don't think. Like the Marry My Husband story. I did like check into it the other day. I was like, oh my god, the first episode's like, what, 2 hours or something? And it's, just her talking about it, but it's like 10 plus episodes. This is like 20 hours of content to go through. So I don't know when I'm going to get around that, but I have not forgotten. If you assumed I've forgotten, maybe, but not really, because I'm telling you that I have remembered about that wanting to be reacted to. So we'll see when I'll get around to that. I don't know when, again. It could be forever from now, but I have remembered. It is still there. I haven't forgotten. You don't have to remind me. Again, so if you're watching this right now, I don't know if you're even still around or if you unsubscribed or you became a hater. Who knows? I do remember about the Marry My Husband series on the Miss Mango channel. So maybe we'll get around to that at some point. But again, 2 days from now, we are doing the live reaction to the Karen Reed interview. So that's what's going to be next.
And they say,
He said, oh. And then she clarifies in the next one. The next confession is, it was rotten mango. Bye.
Oof.
What's the weirdest thing that has been playing while you've done adult playtime? Please leave it in the comments.
No clue.
So this isn't my confession, but it's my girlfriend's. So my girlfriend and I have a mutual who is a trans female, and we'll call her Apple. So one day, I'm just chilling on my bed doing some biomedical work.
Why Apple? If you think about that too much, that actually sounds kind of rude to call her Apple. Don't think about that too hard, but I just thought about that a bit too much, and I was like, too much thought went into that. I was like, Apple, that's kind of messed up, isn't it?
Okay, that's a lot. I don't even know what that is. When I get a notification from the group chat between my girlfriend, me, and Apple. The message was from Apple, and it was basically asking me if I would let Strawberry peg Apple. So I'm assuming Strawberry is her girlfriend.
Like, who is the person talking a guy? I need like a full reset on this. Like I'm kind of stun locked right now, but I need a full reset.
So this isn't my confession, but it's my girlfriend's. So my girlfriend and I have a mutual who is a trans female, and we'll call her Apple. So one day.
Okay, so we don't know who the sex of the person talking. I'm gonna assume male, and they have a boyfriend, and then they have Apple as a friend. Again, weird choice of words to call them Apple, but Apple. The Apple main person, who I'm assuming is a boyfriend, and then girlfriend.
One day, I'm just chilling on my bed doing some biomedical work. Okay, that's a lot. I don't even know what that is. When I get a notification from the group chat between my girlfriend, me, and Apple.
Okay, so it's a group chat that you all three have together. It's already kind of weird that y'all share a group chat together, but group chats are just weird to me in general, because I don't really have any. I don't partake in them. I mean, I have a Discord, but there's not enough people in there. Nobody's talking in there to just have like a group conversation constantly going. Again, like I might just put a link to my Discord on a post at some point and have whoever wants to join in, because the links don't last very long. They only last for like X amount of hours, and then it becomes a dead link. So let in like the floodgates for whoever wants to show up, and then no more. You'd have to like become a member after that. I mentioned that before. Like maybe we'd have just conversations constantly going, but other than that, 'cause I don't have that many people in there right now to have that happen. But it's just a weird concept to just have something like that going instead of just having one-on-one conversations with a bunch of different people. to just have like a group of people talking constantly is just weird.
The message was from Apple, and it was basically...
Okay, so Apple is asking boyfriend if his girlfriend can hug Apple, which I feel like is kind of crossing a boundary. It's like, what do you mean you are asking me if my girlfriend can have relations with you? Like, you're literally, he's asking, like she's asking, I guess like that's not the boyfriend is asking, not the boyfriend asking. She's asking the boyfriend if his girlfriend can put him in the chair, essentially, right? That's what's happening here. It's like, what do you mean? That's so weird. Just have someone come up to you and be like, hey, can you sit in the chair right now? Can you allow your girlfriend to cheat on you? Question mark?
asking me if I would let Strawberry peg Apple. So I'm assuming Strawberry's her girlfriend. Strawberry's going to peg Apple. So basically...
What's peg?
Peg.
So...
what's peg?
You know.
Okay, her. So again, I don't know who is who here. Or is the person talking a girl? Because she just referred to the speaker as a girl, even though we don't have any clarification if they're one way or the other. So is it just 3 girls? Or is the guy talking a guy?
No.
I don't know.
Peg.
Do you know peg?
No.
Okay. This is an outie, this is an innie.
Okay.
I need an outie to do something. So I throw on an outie, and I do it.
Oh.
A term coined by sex advice columnist Dan Savage that refers to an act of lovemaking that involves a woman with a strap-on penetrating her male partner. Or it's basically when a girl wears a strap-on and penetrates someone from behind in the butt. Yeah. So basically the two were hanging out at my girlfriend's house and they got into the topic of pegging. My girlfriend pretends to be all tough and chill, but in reality, she is the clingiest, saddest, most vulnerable girl that I have ever met. She will look at you in public and you will think that she's glaring at you, but she's just really having super bad social anxiety. Anyway, my girlfriend said, yeah, I'd totally peg you to Apple during our hangout, and Apple took it seriously. It got...
Like, where is this gonna go? Because now it's almost like the girlfriend is kind of weird. Like, why are you having these extracurricular conversations with someone who isn't your significant other?
Too deep, and my girlfriend couldn't back out. So they text me and I say, yeah, sure, go ahead, whatever. Because at the time I genuinely didn't care what my girlfriend did as long as it was consensual. Maybe...
Sure, I'm not on that boat though. Like, no thank you. Like, that's just cheating for me, so I would be like, I'm out. I mean, do what you want to do though.
Maybe it was a poor mental health or the young age, but I gave the green light. My girlfriend DMs me asking me for permission to, except she's saying like, oh yeah, but I'll only ever fuck you and I'm only ever interested in fucking you. I didn't take the hint and I just kept saying, yeah, go on, it's okay, like do what you want.
Is that supposed to be the hint of like, I don't want to do this, but so don't give me permission?
She couldn't just straight up tell me to say no because Apple is looking through her phone.
Oh my god. Oh
so
my god.
I go back to doing my assignment and then I get a text message from the group chat around 2 hours later. Apple said something along the lines of, she was bragging about her stamina, but it only lasted a minute. Oh my god.
Wait, what?
Huh?
Something along the lines of, she was bragging about her stamina. Apple is looking through her phone.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
So I go back to doing my assignment and then I get a text message from the group chat around 2 hours later. Apple said something along the lines of, she was bragging about her stamina, but it only lasted a minute.
How does it even work? What stamina? Question mark. If we're gonna go there, what stamina? She's using a phallus of enjoyment, which has 0 stamina because it's an object. Like, where is the stamina? She only has enough muscle in her body to go for a minute. Is that what you're saying? Like, what is she saying? Unless, I don't know what's going on here.
Oh
I mean, I could think of another scenario, but I don't want to think about this too long.
Wait, what? How does that make sense?
Because, you know.
It's pegging.
Yeah, but it usually has a reverse, so it feels good for...
Yeah, so that's what I was thinking too, because I know, like, yeah, maybe it goes, the other way too, but really, and even so, okay, it's not like she's a guy. She can keep going. Question mark. Cough. Can we get past this subject already? Like, Jesus Christ.
for the wear as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, you're so knowledgeable.
Oh, that's why you meant with the in and out.
Okay, so at this point, I'm thinking shit, they actually went through with it, and I'm confused as how the fuck did my girlfriend last a minute? Bestie literally will pull me back into the strap-on until I get so tired that I pass out. I text, did her hand get tired? Because she had work done in the morning, so maybe that's why. Apple
Okay, so does that confirm that the person talking is a girl too?
actually went through with it, and I'm confused as how the fuck did my girlfriend last a minute? Bestie literally will pull me back into the strap-on until I get so tired that I pass out. I text.
Okay, so all girls. Now, so like, I was confused on like the talker, because talker never mentioned their sex, but yeah, all girls here.
Did her hand get tired? Because she had work done in the morning, so maybe that's why. Apple says yes. I got a DM from my girlfriend saying, I don't have the heart to tell her. Again, I'm so confused, but she told me to wait till Apple left her house so that she could tell me what happened. I will now summarize what happened, coming from my girlfriend's mouth. So basically, Apple was insistent on getting pegged, and my girlfriend is a literal doormat, so she takes a takes some lube, and they go to the bathroom. Before the story continues, I just want to say, Apple took a shit literally 2 minutes ago.
I know there's a long silence, but I mean, we all heard the same thing. Question mark. Why am I watching this? Why can't these be just nice stories? Like, I'm here for some nice moments. I mean, this is never nice, right? It's always like overtly sexual or sad. Sometimes it's funny or silly, but sometimes it's like gross or really gross. So I'm guessing she had no stamina because of how gross it was. So she pretended that she was out of stamina. Question mark. Because, oof. Where's this gonna go?
Oh my God.
What the world is
Oh
going
my God.
on?
My girlfriend saw a shit stain on Apple's ass, so she told Apple to spread her cheeks herself, and she did. Next, my stupid ass girlfriend didn't use gloves. My girlfriend applies lube and starts doing her in the ass. Comes out.
Damn.
Comes out.
No.
Smell hits. My girlfriend is on the verge of dying since she's very sensitive to smell. Oh my God, this is me. Oh my God, this is me.
Oh.
She's about to gag, but for her dear friend, she continues. Then the worst thing imaginable happens.
What?
Apple
No.
literally lands on my girlfriend's hand. Bye, bestie, bye. Ain't no fucking way in hell, bye. So my girlfriend very calmly takes it out and stops the entire thing. Apple stops moaning and says, that's it? Oh my God, bro. In order to not embarrass Apple, my girlfriend said nothing. At the end of the story, my girlfriend tells me that she would never do it again, and she was now sure that she is a real lesbian. Anyway, I love you, best. You're super cool, and your family, including Mr. Manglebutt's family. I love you guys. I always rewatch your videos, and I hope everyone is doing well physically and mentally. Stay safe. Not mentally well without visualization of the on the hand, okay? Do you
I don't, this story is just so not okay in so many levels. Like, allowing this person to interject themselves into your relationship and trying to get your girlfriend to have relations with her is like, already that's not okay. I mean, you agreeing to it. I mean, I know the youth are now, we're all trying to be in huge like groups of relationships, like polycules is the word I think they use, but I don't know, I'm too old fashioned for that, I guess. I'm just like, I don't know, I'm not into that. I'm not saying it's wrong or anything. I'm saying I'm just not into that. I'm on the only giving your love to one person mound, the hill or whatever. For me, in both ways. I'm not saying that's the only way you should live your life. I'm just saying for me, I'm like, okay, it's one person, that's it. And like the girlfriend, I think her going through with it out of peer pressure is weird too, I guess. I don't know. Also, am I calling like the talker a guy still? I can't remember. The talker is also a girl. We realized that it's all girls. Question mark doing this. Like this story is just like so messed up on so many levels. I don't even like want to go into his story because there's like a question of like, should I keep adding my confessions to this? Like, because I will interject with anecdotes, right? Like the Columbine stuff at the beginning, because that's what the series is for, right? I'll just say that I have had relations with. Does anyone even want to like assume that I've had relations with? Just assume that I'm a virgin, right? Even after what I'm about to tell you, just always think I'm a virgin. I'd rather be thought of as a virgin, question mark, than someone who has had relations. But close your ears now if you don't want to hear that. Just imagine that I'm a virgin. For all instances and purposes, which that's how you say that phrase, for all instances and purposes, I am a virgin. So you skip past this a minute. I'm going to say it real quick. It's not going to last that long. Just skip past this part if you don't want to hear it. I've had relations with a girl who had just used the restroom, question mark. And I'll leave it at that. So I can kind of feel this person's pain a bit, question mark. I mean, this is a long time ago, so I don't know. Teenage years, you know? I probably shouldn't have even admitted that because I don't know how many subscribers I'm going to lose by admitting that. Again, just assume I'm a virgin. You just don't ignore what I just said. Assume I'm a virgin, question mark.
You know how many times I would have to wash my hand after that? Dear Stephanie. Whoa. Dear Stephanie, I dreamt of your child. Whoa, okay.
What?
Okay. I really hope you will read this since it warmed my heart so much. Hi, my name is Fatima. I'm 17 years old. You have a beautiful name, by the way. I've been watching and adoring you and the rest of the Sue family since I was 15. And sometimes I dream of stuff that later happens. I know this isn't a confession, so sorry about that, but I thought it was a way to catch your attention. Now, I know the title probably made all of you, if you're reading this right now, a little bit like, the f*** is this saying? Listen, I can explain. To get some proof out, one of...
Wait, go back? What is the title?
Beautiful name, by the way. I really hope you will read this. Wash my hand after that? Dear Stephanie. Whoa. Dear Stephanie, I dreamt of your child. Whoa, okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I really hope you will read this.
That doesn't really mean anything.
Hi, my name is Fatima. I'm 17 years old. You have a beautiful name, by the way. I've been watching and adoring you and the rest of the Sue family since I was 15. And sometimes I dream of stuff that later happens. I know this isn't a confession, so sorry about that, but I thought it was a way to catch your attention. Now, I know the title probably made all of you, if you're reading this right now, a little bit like, the f*** is this saying? Listen, I can explain. To get some proof out, one of my most exact so-called visions or whatever is that I dreamt that two of my best friends, male and a female, were getting together for 3 consecutive days. On the 3rd day, since a bunch of us are in the same friend group, we went out for a friend's birthday party, and believe it or not, these 2 people confessed to all of us at once that they're dating.
And that was in her dream?
Yeah. Okay, you know what? I know some people might not believe you, but I believe you because I've had some weird dreams too.
Yep.
Remember?
Yes, you
Yes,
did.
so I believe it, okay? This is not 100% accurate or whatever, LMAO. I just thought it was cute and might warm y'all's heart for a second. I hope to describe my dream the best I can. It might seem a little weird and choppy, but I must say all dreams are usually like that. And also, it's been a day since I've been contemplating sending this in as a confession. So to the dream. We were actually filming a mukbang in front of your living room, where the round table is, but there's also a chandelier. Oh, but there's also a chandelier there that you guys are all bumping your heads on, if I'm not mistaken. Yes! Usually I feel like who I am to people that I dream of, and with you guys, I felt either like a very close friend or even a family member. Dan, Tiffany, and Mr. Mango Butt were there. I could see everyone's face, but Mr. Mango Butt's. Of course, I could see his too, but it was not as clear as yours, perhaps. It was almost like blurred.
Yeah, that's how I see it too.
I don't honestly remember what we were eating, to be honest. I remember a camera being next to me. I'm across you and Dan, the way that you guys usually sit. So Stephanie is on my left, and Dan's on my right, and Tiffany is sitting by Dan's side, but she actually wasn't in the frame of the camera.
That's
Okay,
so
wow.
creepy.
This is so creepy because not a lot of people can visualize the way we film, but this is like such an accurate depiction behind the camera. Okay, that's so weird. So for Mr. Mango Butt, in this part actually, I don't see him with us. He is around us, but he's not directly sitting with us. Now, Omma was actually taking care of the child, and in one moment, we can actually hear the child in the background. Suddenly she runs in, yeah, it's a girl, and she is so pretty.
Honey, I think you gotta take a
Pregnancy test?
Pregnancy test.
Also, what I found strange is that I could 100% see her face. Like, if I had the talent of drawing and you gave me a paper to draw her this second, I could do it by memory. To be fair, the child looked a lot like Stephanie, so that might be why, but you got
Yeah, so wouldn't it just be Stephanie's face superimposed onto a child?
Her hair was grown to the length of her shoulders and it was black, like luscious, shiny hair. She was wearing a pinkish little dress with white dots and she was barefoot. Oh my god.
This is so weird.
I'm getting baby fever. Why do I feel like
So
that's my
freaky.
baby?
Yeah, why do I feel like there's something going on right now?
Maybe she's talking about Sophie.
No, but Sophie has no hair.
True.
She really has no hair. As I turned around to look at her, that's when I see Mr. Mango Butt too. Now to paint the picture, on the right side there was a huge white door, and by the door there was one of those small sofas that you see in front of the beds in the movies. like a bench, and that's where Mr. Mangobot was sitting. As the child runs in for some reason, we stop filming, and Stephanie gets up to take care of the little lady. She takes her and carries her to the kitchen island and starts cutely talking to her. Stephanie is dressed in a white blouse and jeans, and I find myself next to Mr. Mangobot, and we both sat on the floor watching Stephanie and the child. For some reason, maybe because your kitchen is so open and so much light comes in, it's almost like the two of you shine. Am I dead? Am I dead? Am I gonna have a child and we're gonna die?
Are you pregnant? Like,
Wait a minute.
You should get tested.
What if I'm
I mean, obviously not. I mean, this is 3 years ago, but
pregnant? What if I have a child? And what if this is the exact thing, and then me and the child die?
Bro.
okay, honey, that's too far. You're talking too far. Okay, what
Because
else?
it's almost like the two of you shine, as if the white blouse is reflecting the light and it makes you and your baby girl glow. It feels very peaceful. Okay, guys.
what the heck? Oh, did VCFace like crash? Hold on, something happened. Yep, there it goes. I noticed it before it even happened because I saw that the Unity symbol showed up. So let's get Beatlock back on the screen. I don't know what happened there. It just crashed. All right, we are back. Model's back on. Let's go roll that back a bit.
It's almost like the two of you shine, as if the white blouse is reflecting the light and it makes you and your baby girl glow. It feels very peaceful. Okay, guys, I'm dead. I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, I mean, this is 3 years ago, so everything is fine.
Why am I laughing?
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. It feels very peaceful, and I remember smiling contently at you two and whispering to Mr. Mangobot, "They look so beautiful. And your child is so bright." And what I found funny later was when I woke up, there was a part where Mr. Mangobot actually says, "Yeah, like her dad."
I can see that. I can see that.
The last I saw was you, Stephanie, sitting down by the island and feeding the girl. After that, I woke up. Even now, when I remember the little girl, I feel so warm and happy. She was so beautiful. Again, I'm not saying this will happen or whatever, but I wanted to share it with you since it was so pretty to me. Love you all, and I hope the viewers in the Sue family will have another good day. What? Am I pregnant?
Hey, watch it happen. Watch it happen.
Is she like sent in by? Sent in by my parents?
She's a
Industry plant.
secret spy. She's working for your parents. You know, I've been having baby fever though. And I don't know if it's biological because every year I'm like, I don't want kids. And then every year my conviction gets less and less. And it's just me because I have friends who don't want kids, and as they get older, their conviction just gets stronger. I think
Stronger to not have kids? That I'm assuming it is just normally the older you get, like the more like I gotta have a kid.
it's Sophie. I don't feel good about this one. Hey Bits, I would like to start this off by saying I'm deeply sorry to you and especially Stephiance for this story.
Oh.
Okay, so
okay.
let's carry on.
Who?
I'm deeply sorry to you and especially Stephiance for this story.
Oh.
Okay, so
Is Stephanie-ance? Is that what she said? Like mixing Stephanie Beyonce? Because that's what it sounded like she just said.
let's carry on. This story starts off with me watching one of your videos while doing my homework. I was a 22-year-old female at the time in university, and I was obsessed with crime discovery stories and mukbangs, so your channel was perfect for me. As I'm watching one of your videos, I actually get a tap on my shoulder in this cafe, and I turn. I see this 6-foot-tall, handsome Korean man, and I'm Korean myself, and I was very much attracted to this man. What's going on with us? Okay, wait,
where's the
I
bad
feel
news?
betrayed already, okay. So, besides the point, but anyways, he taps me on the shoulder and says, "You watch Stephanie Sue too?" What?
Oof.
Okay,
A man with
cool.
class.
A man with class. Thank you for being part of like my 3% demographic.
What? Men? Like, is her demographic 3% men? Am I part of the 3%? Question mark? It can't be that low, right? I mean, I guess the statistics don't lie that much. Do I still have the statistics on here? Or I probably got rid of it, right? Again, like since reacting to Stephanie, my demographic turned to like nearly almost women. Like I've already mentioned before, I've showed like the little YouTube statistics analytics that literally says, you know, like almost 80%. I think it was like 80% women at one point, because I'm assuming of the Stephanie reactions. So I guess I am in like the majority, because like I'm assuming all of her viewers are the one watching these reactions. Thus, I guess 97% of her viewers are women. And I'm part of the 3%.
And I was like shocked because I knew you were big, but I just didn't expect this to happen at this random cafe. Here's the thing. He doesn't watch me. He zoomed in on your laptop and was like, okay, let me look up Stephanie's. And then he was like, you watch her too? I watch her too.
Yeah.
Look on her, right?
To start a conversation.
Yeah.
Could just be like a classic flirting.
That's it. And I was like shocked because anyway, he sits himself down and we start talking about your videos and how much we love them. And he starts to become weird. He starts talking about how he finds you attractive and that he was jealous of Mr. Mangobot. And I was very creeped out, but he tried to play it off by saying that he meant it in a way that he wanted to be in videos with you or join in. So I tried to be more open and I said, oh yeah, right. But later on in the conversation, it became normal and I was beginning to, actually love his personality. And he was really hot, so kind of win-win, you know?
That's so rare, because
Yeah.
it's always like, my boyfriend hates you.
Yeah.
My boyfriend
Oof.
hates your voice.
Oh my god, it's
Boner
sometimes-
killer.
Yeah.
Yeah, people keep saying that all the time, like that they hate Stephanie's voice. I don't think I have an opinion, or if I even have thought about it.
I'll even get that in person. I'll literally meet one of you guys in person, and then the boyfriend's there, and he looks slightly annoyed, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, I hear your voice all the time."
Oh yeah, I think the boyfriends only hate her because their girlfriends won't stop watching Stephanie. I think that's the problem. It's not necessarily that they would have hated her to begin with, but it's potentially because the girlfriend is just watching Stephanie nonstop all day, speakers on blast, that the boyfriend is annoyed, is what I'm assuming is happening. And not that they just naturally initially just hate Stephanie. There's like more context to it.
I'm like, so sorry, 죄송합니다.
Yeah, that's why this guy sucks. I don't believe it.
So what do you mean?
Huh?
So you don't think I'm a boner maker? You think I'm a boner killer?
God, please.
You don't think I'm a boner maker?
Actually,
He said.
Oh, she's really trying to get him to say yes. That long pause.
Okay, so he asked for my number and we start talking daily, and he even sends me your new uploads and we watch them together on FaceTime, and it was really fun because your videos are always the light to my busy school-filled life. We continued to do this routine for months until he asked me to come over to his house for drinks and just to hang out, and of course, I agreed to the plan. What I
Drinks and quote-unquote hangouts means extracurricular.
didn't know was me agreeing to this would be my worst mistake ever.
Of course. I mean, like, why would you go to a guy's house? Ever? Question mark.
I get to his apartment. It was well furnished and pretty expensive looking, surprisingly. So I ask him what he does for a living, and he tells me he's a surgeon. Okay, I have
Really?
a feeling this guy just like wants to fix my face. Okay, and that he's actually really good at what he does, which is why he can afford these things. So that was a green flag to me. We continue the date and we start to get drunk. He moves.
Is it a green flag? Green flag? That, he is able to... Not able to, that he's good at his job? Like, he could be a serial killer. Like, maybe he's good at his job because he's a psycho. And he's gonna, like, chop you up? Question mark.
Moves in on me and I let him, and we start making out, but stop to move to the couch. We turn on the TV and he recommends one of your videos, which
Oh, I forgot this. This was a story about them having... Is it a story about them? No, this is a completely different story, isn't it? Or is it, like, them saying they have relations to her videos? Is this a completely different story of two stories about people having extracurricular activities during Stephanie videos? Like, what?
What is going on?
what? Which
I think he just wants to have relations while Stephanie's on screen or somewhere in the room.
of course, I don't mind at all because it's become the norm to us. We start watching, and as we're watching, he starts touching my leg, trying to give hints, and I was eager at this point, so I basically startled the man when I jump on his lap. We start making out again, and he turns off the TV, and we start going to the bedroom, and he's carrying me, and it starts getting spicy, and we start taking off our clothes. And as we are he says, okay,
Stephanie? Don't tell me he says Stephanie.
No.
Stephanie Sue.
he says my name. He says Stephanie.
Yeah,
And
I
my
figured.
name's not
What, you think he was gonna scream my name then?
I mean, that's in the
Mr.
beginning.
Mango Butt. He was basically fantasizing about you doing the deed, and after it was done, because I was honestly turned off, but then I was also too scared to stop. I left and never spoke to him again, even though he kept texting me, but I decided to block him, and I actually moved as well, so there's no contact between us all now. I still watch your videos because you give me life bits, and of course this wasn't your fault, but I'm a little bit traumatized by that man.
Yeah, I'm assuming you now have permanent like attachments to her videos to that scenario and that guy. So every time she watches one of these videos or thinks about Stephanie, she has to think about that guy, them having relations, and just him in general, and all the time they spent talking, question mark. So oof.
I apologize to Steph-fiance and you on his behalf. I
Yeah, she's literally calling Stephanie Stephanie-ance.
love you bits. I apologize to you on his behalf. What a scum. Also, the guy is sus. He's giving me serial killer vibes. I feel like he wants to turn me into a true crime case or something. No?
He's in love with you.
No, I think he's
I don't
just
know
weird.
about that then.
You gotta be careful.
Yeah.
I don't know about
Keep your
that.
guard up.
Yeah, if you're watching this, dude,
Stop.
I hope the next time you're really into someone and you're doing it with her.
Oh yeah, it's weird because he doesn't that mean they both still watch the video, so he might in fact see this video. We might very well in a future juicy reaction hear him say, "Hey, that was me. I'm coming."
It's just like,
Just scream Mr. Mango Butt.
yeah,
Ew.
Mr. Mango Butt, okay? Okay, this is a long-winded one. It's how I got my sugar daddy and startup boyfriend and why it's complicated now. I'm gonna start this off by saying I absolutely
Didn't she just admit to having two boyfriends right now? Question mark.
love your videos, and have been watching you for years. My friends, family, partners have all recognized your voice, and they'll always ask, is that Stephanie's new video? I love the podcast, and I've played them for countless people during long road trips because it always gives us things to talk about. I love you always. I love you too. I met with my sugar daddy the first day I landed in New York City. Oh, a New York sugar daddy. It was not planned to be a long-term relationship from the start, but we hit it off, and I ended up really enjoying each other's company. We would only meet at night for dinner because I was actually working during the day and hanging out with my friends, and I didn't want the paths to cross, you know? But slowly, we start to get to know each other, and we start exploring different areas of New York City during the day. As, you know, it's my first time, I'm new to the city. He's 17 years older than me. I'm full Asian, he's full European, he's been living in a very wealthy part of the city and would always take me to the expensive Michelin star restaurants around town. And I just love how sophisticated he is. He's helped me with my rent in San Francisco for the last 2 years. I am also in an on and off relationship with someone in SF, and we live together. I used to travel coast to coast really often and started by staying in hotels in New York City, but now I stay in the New York City guy's place. SF guy is also full Asian and is someone that I've known for years, and you know, we're great when we're on. SF guy is currently working on a startup, which is why we moved in together years ago, which is why I pay the rent. However, since moving in, we've had lots of fights about finances, and now we're more like roommates. I do see so much potential in SF guy, which is why I still support him. Since New York City guy has 15 years on SF guy, New York City guy is financially stable, sophisticated, and can advise me on things that SF guy just simply hasn't experienced yet. However, New York City guy is now hinting that he wants to settle down, and that's where things get complicated. We never agreed that we were in a relationship. We would meet in New York City and would occasionally spend holidays out of town together, like Hamptons, Turks and Caicos, Canada, Mexico. Jesus Christ.
Will you adopt me? Are you looking for a daughter?
I, however, do not want to settle down quite yet. I just want to not think about bills while I pursue my own dreams. I just have a feeling if I settle down with New York City guy, I won't live a life of my own anymore, since I'll always go with his flow. My opinion doesn't really matter all that much. This sounds just hella gold digger-esque, but I swear, I just wanted to be able to pay my rent and bills because everything is so expensive in SF. I haven't seen New York City guy for over a month now, but we talk and text all the time. The last time I saw New York City guy was, we spent a month together at his place, and I was very close to saying I love you. I had asked him too if I ever relocated to New York City, would he want to live together, because we basically do when I'm in town, and he wouldn't have to help me out with rent anymore. At the time, he said he wasn't ready, and that's when I remembered that when we first started getting to know each other, he told me on a drunken night that he was afraid of commitment. That's why he wanted something easygoing, but it was also very nice. Also, he's great in bed. Fast forward to now, he told me he regrets saying no to me moving in and has hinted about me living with him. On his last business trip, he asked if I wanted to meet with him in the city beforehand and then just stay while he was on his trip. That way, I would be there when he got back. I was very taken aback because I didn't know he cared like that, because before I had told him I liked him a lot and he said thanks. Now, I don't know what to do and which guy to choose because I feel love towards both of them, but in very different ways. If I were to go towards New York City guy, I would always wonder if he would trade me in for a younger model down the line. Also, his parents and friends know about me, but they think we met on a dating app. SF guy's parents also know about me, but my parents don't know about either one. Sometimes I think my parents think I'm a lesbian or asexual because I've never brought a boyfriend home, but that's another story for another time. Please help with this out. Do I go for one, or drop them both, or keep them both as nothing is official? I mean, life is never black or white, right? Anyway, love you so much, Biss. Can't wait for your next video.
Wow.
Oh, that's tough.
Okay, then.
If I was her, if I don't have to commit to the marriage, just do both. One's financial and one's emotional, right?
I don't know. Didn't she say she stopped talking to the San Francisco?
They're more like roommates. They fight a lot.
Oh,
So they argue.
Yeah, they argue a lot.
Okay, then
Also,
SF guy's out.
the New York guy.
But maybe it's just stress.
Nah, New York guy.
But they said they're just like roommates. That's a lot. That's like you broke up with someone. Okay, so SF is out. Simple. Now just left with New York guy. It's a yes or no, right?
Yeah.
I say yes. Just be like, okay, like I'm moving in, but there's no prenup. You know what I mean?
He's disregarding the fact that she said she doesn't want to like miss out on her life, ? Right? Because she gets with him, then like everything's set in stone. Like, right? We have our future already written out for us. We're not going to get to experience anything or see any other stuff. Like, she wants to live more of her life before doing that ? So that's why she's not really choosing him right now. And of course, I'm assuming we're cutting the San Francisco guy out a little bit too fast. I don't know. I don't know what to say about this. Again, I'm not on the both team. You know, I've already mentioned how I'm not on both team, though I think that is kind of just normal nowadays to have a bunch of guys that you're dating ? As far as I know, I'm not saying that with any sort of like malice ? It just seems like that's the norm to have, you know, a boyfriend for emotional stuff, a boyfriend for extracurricular activities, a boyfriend for money, a boyfriend for food, a boyfriend for gifts ? That seems to be like the norm with some women nowadays. Is getting a man who does one of these things and having multiple men who do these. What I mean is like they have a bunch of guys that have their purpose that they serve for her, and they don't know about each other. And because of course they did, they would be upset, right? So she has a bunch of boyfriends and they serve a purpose, like typically some sort of monetary service or extracurricular service, or I guess again even emotional service. Question mark. 'Cause you've seen enough girls talk about that, and they have to have a man for this, a man for that, a man for that, and it's kind of like their boyfriend, so they are dating these guys. Again, I'm not on that boat.
Yo, actually,
This
that's
guy.
smart.
So
Okay.
I can't really comment on the just date both situation because I'm just not that guy. I'm not the just have both situation. Citation needed because there's always a what? There's always an exception to the rule. So I've potentially have already said or will eventually say something along the lines of, yeah, just have both. As like a joke, if nothing else. Like, yeah, just have both.
Hey, I don't know, but does it sound like she loves New York guy?
Sounds like she does.
It sounds very pleasant.
Yeah, it sounds like, yeah, exactly.
It
I haven't
sounds-
heard anything bad about it.
Yeah, it sounds realistic and very pleasant.
Yeah,
It
I think the
sounds-
only thing holding him back is age and probably a little bit of background, but whatever.
Again, I would say New York. If San Francisco wasn't in the way, and since San Francisco isn't in the way, well then yeah, sure, New York. But again, she herself says she doesn't really want to commit right now. Like, he's ready to commit and she's not ready to commit.
I would say, yeah, I'm leaning towards the New York City guy too, but I would set boundaries. Like, going in, you got to set boundaries immediately so you don't lose yourself. Because that's a huge concern for her. But also, do you think maybe they don't fight because they haven't lived together and they don't have financial stress, maybe?
Yeah, they don't live together. That's a huge thing, yeah.
So what happens when they start fighting?
I mean, she has to live together first
Yeah.
to find out. Or maybe she shouldn't live together.
I would say set boundaries, still do your thing, even after you get married. Because it sounds like that's like so important to you. So just keep doing that and make sure he knows that. Yeah, maybe you should move in together just so you can experience. Because what if you start fighting with him and you turn into roommates just like SF guy? But then
What if she moves in and then they fight and then he's like, okay, I don't want to date you anymore.
Then she's got to find a new one.
Yeah, but she can just not move in and just, reap the benefit.
But then, they gotta be together, cuddle and stuff.
Yeah, they cuddle and then go.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. Like, just manipulating people for money. I don't know if they're gonna watch this. If they do, I don't care because they know who they are. I have a friend who does this with guys a lot. She kind of just uses them, for what they have. Because life's hard, whatever. Like, she's kind of just like the girls that I'm saying. She is like, she's not really interested in them. She's just interested in seeing what she can get out of them. To the point of, I mean, if I probably shouldn't even be talking about this. She's doing some bad stuff that she could have gotten in trouble for. And if you're hearing this, you need to not be doing that. I try to warn her with all these bad things that she's doing. She just won't listen to me. She's never listened to me. And she just keeps doing it, and she's going to get herself in trouble one of these days. I feel like she's already gotten herself in trouble, and she thinks she's out of the hole, but I don't think she's out of the hole. I think she's just being tricked and is going to wind up in big trouble, legal trouble. But that I'm just not into the, let's manipulate people for a benefit kind of thing.
Nah, I think she should move in. New experience.
She's a live life.
Yeah, I think
life.
move in.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm casually giving life-changing advice. I can't do that.
Hey.
I can't do that. Like, I'm really stressed about this. And I feel like time is ticking and you want my response and I keep going back and forth and I can't even decide what I
What
want
about
for you
people?
today.
Ask people.
Yes, what do you guys
Leave it
think
in the
you should
comments.
do? Leave it in the comments.
If it goes downhill, we're gonna feel guilty.
Yeah, I'm gonna feel guilty either way. So please leave only thoughtful advice in the comments. Don't be f***ing around.
Oh, last one.
Victoria, love to bond over watching your videos together. It saddens me to say we can't physically be with each other right now due to her being deported. And with all that
What?
devastation going on, I decided to bring in some
It was 3 years ago.
in our lives. I could never love someone as much as I love you, Victoria. We can get through every obstacle that comes at us with the love and support of each other. Honestly, I can't think of a better way or time to propose. Vicky, my beautiful girl, will you marry me?
And this is some weird thing. It's not even like a confession. Is they're just trying to be lovey-dovey over this video.
What just happened?
What? She just got proposed right now through you?
I think so. Oh my god, this is
Wait,
crazy.
this never
Why do I
happened
feel like I'm seeing a proposal happen? Yes or no?
Pretend it's real. Like, pretend the
Okay.
camera is her.
Me and my girlfriend Victoria love to bond over watching your videos together. It saddens me to say that we can't physically be with each other right now due to her being deported, and with all that devastation going on, I decided to bring some joy into our lives. I can never love someone as much as I love you, Victoria. We can get through every obstacle that comes at us with the love and support of each other. Honestly, I can't think of a better way or time to propose. Vicky, my beautiful girl, will you marry me?
Yeah, yes.
What's the answer? What's the answer? Come on.
Isn't it just like Stephanie's proposing to you rather than like the person you actually love?
We're all waiting. Wait, like my adrenaline is funny because I feel like
So
this
when
is
do we find out the next episode?
Dude, can the person please like let us know?
Yes, can you just text me or something or DM me?
Just text me. Just call me right now.
Nikki, just call me. Nikki, call my phone right now because we need this to be live, okay?
Wow.
Yes or no? Wow.
This is getting wilder and wilder.
This is getting wilder. Someone is like fucking listening to this, and someone's getting proposed to listening to this. You know what I mean?
You're doing a lot, honey. You're doing a lot.
Yeah.
Today's
I
crazy.
mean, I think that's how we end today's video.
Today's
Like
crazy.
nothing tops that one. Holy shit, Vicky, let us know. You've got a good one on your hands, okay? Because I was, you know, there was a little bit of preface, a little bit of ending, and I just want to say, okay, he seems like a really good man. That's it for today's video. I'm gonna let you guys know if there's an update on this one, and I will see you guys tomorrow.
Well, that is that video. As usual, kind of crazy, too gross sometimes. The way too much extracurricular activities. Got some anecdotes in there. Some anecdotes you can pretend didn't happen. You can just imagine I'm some sort of perfect little angel, innocent little angel. Continue assuming that because I'm assuming that's what people assume. So yeah, continue assuming that, please. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything else to say. That again, with the thing at the end there, is that I mean I'm just over analyzing it, right? It's just like, oh yeah, that's so romantic, whatever. But then, isn't it just like Stephanie proposing to you? Question mark. What was the one before that? Oh, the sugar daddy one, the one that this title after. That's like the main attraction of this video. So I still don't know. Again, if she's not really with San Francisco, then it's fine for her to get with New York. The only problem with New York is that she doesn't want to commit, and he wants to commit. So it's just it's almost like neither of them are the option, because you don't want full commitment, and he wants full commitment, and you're not really being compatible with San Francisco. So it's almost like neither of them are the choice. Question mark. Right now, I would say. And not that it matters, this was 3 years ago, who knows what she's doing now in this day and age. Question mark. I mean, that is probably going to be it for today. I didn't really have to bust out it's not real, right? We made it up. I mean, I showed it, but we didn't really have to use it today, at least. There wasn't anything too crazy that happens. I mean, almost, but not really. Again, 2 days on the 12th. I mean, it's like less than 2 days because it's like the 11th, and then on the 12th we'll get around to it. But yeah, on the 12th, I will be trying to react to the Karen Reed interview live. So again, look forward to that. It is going to happen. Question mark. But yeah, cuties. Thanks for watching. Remember to buy my stickers, or think about becoming a member, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, because we're here on watch time and subscribers. And don't forget we have a throne now as well. And shout out to the members, EmmyStarr, RaleyDrew, and alexgkiller 880. Yeah, cuties. Thanks for watching. Tune into the next episode. Like, subscribe, comment. Know the do. See ya.